Oke, Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to the IDN Azzura and my friend di the so so Bismillah kita come here. Masukin Hasan dulu. Masukin Hasan Tat. Ya Allah.
Okay, so Azzura. Yeah. Azzura. So okay, in this week we're going to talk about English in Pamijahan, right? In IDN. In IDN Jonggol. So without further ado, let's call out our speaker for today, which is I have information about this. Okay, so we're going to call our speaker Mas Fathur. I'm going to call him Mas Fathur. Why not? Okay.
Okay, hello
Mas
everyone. Yes.
Is it okay if I call you Mas Fathur, or do you have another nickname?
Yeah, you could address me Fathur. Just Fathur.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, so only you. It's only you for from IDN Jonggol.
Yeah, from IDN Jonggol, it's only me who got tasked to do this.
Oh, I see. Okay, so we're going to talk about English program in Jonggol, I guess now. So,
Okay.
Fathur, what do you think about the programs in English programs? I mean, in IDN Jonggol.
Yeah, there are many programs that if we count them one by one, yeah. But especially in English, there are most of them every day. English programs always active. Like the first one, namely that is English Day. Yeah, every day we speak English from 7:30 until 3 o'clock. Yeah, KBM time. And outside that, other than that, you can mix with Indonesia, but still obliged to speak English. But only in KBM time, if there are students who speak Bahasa or Indonesian language, it will be written and then will be announced at the tomorrow on the morning roll call, and then they will get punishment like that. But outside KBM time, outside KBM time, will not be written and will not get punishment.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, so
Yes.
is there any other good English programs like besides this one, like where we speak English every day, I guess?
There are several more programs. We have weekly and monthly. The weekly, we have nightly speaking and weekly podcast. No, only nightly speaking. And in coincidentally, I am the PIC of the nightly speaking. So I prepare nightly speaking every week with the coordinator of English. And second is yeah, if I'm not mistaken, weekly podcast. There are weekly podcasts too.
Okay, I see. So, Azzura, do you want to ask anything about the IDN Jonggol program?
Hmm.
Okay, so I guess he's going to make something. Okay, Mas Fatur, I want to ask,
Yes.
what do you think about the English programs in IDN Jonggol compared to the other branches like Pamijahan or Jonggol? I mean Solo. Sorry.
Um, how lah? I couldn't really much compare to the
I see.
English programs with other branches of IDN like Solo, Pamijahan,
Yeah.
and others because I don't really know about it. But I could
Okay.
say the programs in English in here in IDN Jonggol, it's good, really good. So daily we have English day. Then oh yeah, we also have daily motivational speech. So one by one, student will do a short speech. Um, uh, uh, yeah, and then it will be recorded like that lah. So
Oh,
yeah, it's I can say it's good. It's good. It's really
okay, I
great.
see.
And
Okay, Mas Taufik, I have a question.
yes,
Is there any benefit from this English program?
of course there are. Yeah. So yeah, benefits of these English programs. There are a lot, of course. Like English Day. Every day we have to speak English. It, to be honest, yeah, it motivates me to speak English and um, like uh, if I could practice English every day with my friends and with my teacher that and yeah for like motivational speech too I could practice like public speaking in front of my friends in front of people so I could practice my uh, public speaking my yeah like that.
Okay, so I want to ask you.
Yes,
You came up for public speaking, right? What is the topic you chose
yes.
for public speaking? Does it have to be specific, or can you just talk about anything?
Native speaking. Usually in native speaking we do mini games, debate,
Mm.
uh, watching short film or movie, or other English mini games like spelling bee, hangman, and like Scrabble, like that.
Oh, Scrabble. I see. I see.
Yes,
And like, what's the duration of the like nightly speaking? I guess you can say it like that. Does it last
yes, native speaking.
Does it last like 30 minutes or 1 hour or maybe more? And on what day
It's
do you
not
guys do it?
it's not that long. It's only for like 15 minutes.
I see.
Uh, per week on Monday night. We usually do it Monday night.
I see. Okay, interesting. So, Mas
Yes.
Fator,
Yes.
do you have you earned any benefits from from learning English in IDN so far?
Of course, alhamdulillah, there are so many benefits. Like maybe I can even count. One of them is like, it helps me to understand programming languages like Python, like JavaScript. But yeah, Python is the one that has most impact, because it is pretty much readable, and I could learn it easily, Alhamdulillah, because of my practice. I practice English every day.
Okay, I see. So, speaking about Mas Fatur,
Yes.
how about your friends? Like, what do they think of the program? Do they think like, oh, why do we have to do this? Oh, it's so like it's like a burden. Why do we have to do this every day?
Yeah.
There's like people like that.
Yeah. Sometimes I do get a lot of complaints like that. Like every time I finish the language speaking, every time language speaking is done, I went back to my room, and I always got complaints like, Fatur, why the language speaking like this? Why we do mini games? Why do we do debate? It's so loud, like that. Even the ustad complains about it, like, why is it so loud, Fatur? Later, don't be so loud, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's new. Okay,
There
I didn't
are
think the Ustad would
a lot
complain,
of
but you know,
complaints,
well,
but
surprise, we don't know. Okay, that are uh, some of the English programs in. Is there anything you know specific that other branches don't have in English programs in terms of English programs? And like you said, of course, after morning, you know, yeah, morning spirit lah, we say it here. After morning spirit, is what's the punishment for not speaking English? Yes.
So we are waiting for the speaker. I think he has trouble with the internet. So we waiting.
Okay, so we're waiting for Azzura and Mas to come back. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna wait, I guess. Wait and see. Because there is two hosts. We're going to do our best to, you know, I mean, not our best. We're going to do like a Q&A session with Mas Fatur, but we are still waiting for him to come back. Well, yes. This is actually very helpful. I'm gonna need this. Okay,
Hasan,
so waiting. Yes.
I think for the punishment in Solo and IDN Jonggol or Ramadan is different from us. Like in IDN Solo, we only get punishment like clean the shop, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the field,
Yes.
or like push up, sit up, and others. Right?
Yes, I see. I see. But you know, I'm just curious to see what you know. Do they actually do with the students in other branches? Because solo, it's you know like quote unquote special, but it's not really that special. It's like privilege, I guess. Privilege because our place, I guess, isn't the best, but still we can work with it, I guess. So Azura, I'm going to ask you some question.
Yes.
Okay, so what other do you speak any languages beside from English and Indonesia, like Malay maybe, or maybe
Uh,
Melayu?
I think Arabic language because in my junior high school I have
Assalamualaikum.
teachers from Pakistan.
Okay,
Hello.
okay,
Yeah.
Mas Fatur, welcome back. A little bit.
Sorry, we got some technical problems.
Okay.
Yeah, don't mind it. I mean, yeah. Okay, so I have prepared
Yes.
some more some other questions for you.
Yes.
Okay, so the next question is: do you speak any other languages besides English? Uh, besides bahasa and English?
Yeah. No, actually, I haven't learned about Arabic yet, but inshallah later.
Oh, I see. Okay, so what do you think is the easiest thing about
We
English
talk
for you?
about
What's it like? Okay.
hello.
Hi, hi. Okay, 1 second. Okay, the internet is still cut off, but okay. So moving on to the next question is gonna be an easy one for you.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah. Okay.
In IDN Jonggol, are you specifically learning
Yes.
about English British or English American?
Uh, yeah. Actually, we are learning with English British, but um, I learn English with American. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
you
I see. I see.
can compare my yeah. I don't
So
really
yeah,
know about
basically,
British because it's a bit hard.
yeah. Okay. So you basically grew up learning about English American, but when you enter IDN
Yes.
Jonggol, it's like British English.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think learning English with a native speaker is a good idea or is it not a good idea?
I think it is a good idea for practicing English, but only there are pros and cons. Yeah. If pros, you can directly speak to a native speaker, which is um, uh, guarantee, yeah. Pretty much
Yeah.
guarantee that the native speaker will speak English fluently, and you can learn from him. But the cons is, um, yeah, when you don't know the meaning of this,
Yeah.
you cannot really don't you can yeah, you don't really know about what the meaning of it.
Okay, so I want to ask you something. Uh,
Yes.
you've already learned about English, right? What does it, what do
Yes.
you use English the most for? Like, maybe for like reading online because English is a global language. We all know that
Hmm?
uh, English is a global language. What do you use English like for the most reading and maybe others?
uh I usually use English for yeah, watching and reading, watching films, movies, and videos, YouTube videos, and reading like an article or news. I usually use English.
So, okay, out of curiosity, I want to ask, how
Yes.
long have you been studying English and what do you? Okay, never mind. That's just it. How long have you been studying English?
I've been studying English since I was maybe um I don't really remember. Maybe
Okay.
if I recall correctly, I starting to study English um from fourth grade or third grade.
Okay, I see. I
That
see.
was yeah. That was when I got motivated by a YouTube videos, and I got motivated, so continue watching YouTube videos with English language, and yeah, Alhamdulillah, I can speak
I see. I see.
English, uh, yeah, like this. Not very
Okay,
good,
so
but
what
yeah,
is
okay.
yeah? Okay, so what is the most difficult thing about English for you? Like maybe pronunciation, maybe like spelling, or maybe something else. What do
Mm,
you?
the part that is very difficult, I find it very difficult for me is Yeah, the grammar sih, the grammar I find it really difficult to understand and to memorize because there are a lot there are a lot grammar out there. Like I I I
Yes.
don't really I don't even remember about uh present tense. I think I don't know. I kind of forgot.
Yeah, basically. So if we talk like this, like normally, it's like, oh, we're
Yes.
good, we can do this. But if we, get the material, if the teacher somehow wanted to teach past tense, uh, and something like that, it's like, oh no, it's gonna be hard. Like, I have no idea why it's
Yes.
like that sometimes, but
Yeah,
our
I know,
brain
right?
like recognizes it as well. This is, we don't need
Yeah.
this. We already know what it means. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mas Fator, in your opinion, what's the
Yes.
best way to learn English for starters, for beginners?
For me,
Yeah.
I would recommend like in my case, yeah, personally, I learned English from watching YouTube videos and turn the subtitle to Indonesia. That's how I learned English. Just by like that, alhamdulillah, I can speak English little bit lah, okay lah.
Okay, so do other people in your family speak English other than you, of course?
Yeah, yes. My father, because he uh, meet or work with native speakers a lot, but with people with other from other countries a lot. So yeah, my father usually speak English, but
Oh, I see.
in my house, my two younger brother always speak English. I don't know why. They always copy from YouTube videos. They always speak English. I don't know why they speak English. And
I
I
mean,
even
yeah,
got envious. I even got jealous a little bit, yeah, from my younger brother because they already maybe they already passed me. I don't know.
yeah.
I got a
Sometimes
bit
it
jealous.
do be like that sometimes. Okay. So, which
Yeah.
activities do you find most helpful in English class?
Which activity? Maybe I would say it's mini contest. So in here in the Jonggol, every week, every Friday, we every class per class have mini contests like speech, storytelling, debate, and I found that one particular event the most helpful, the most yeah sourceful to me because I can uh, practice my English more,
Yeah.
either whether from debate or um, storytelling, speech. Yeah, I could practice my English more. Like
Okay,
that.
so we were just talking about the most helpful stuff you find in your English class. Okay, how about what do
Yes,
you find the least helpful in English class?
the
Like
least
something that's like
helpful.
not necessary. Yeah, like something that's not really necessary, but you still do it because it's your job to just like do it.
Maybe uh oh yeah, I do we do have that is memorizing memorizing stories that is literally like 3 pages or 4 pages. Every day we memorize story. I don't know why do we memorize them. I don't I don't think it's really useful. I don't know, yeah. But my opinion personally, I don't think it's really useful or what because we only memorize and then we forget like that. We
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, it's true. If you learn like from a text or from like a reference sheet, it's like you have to remember this. This means this. So it's like, oh, why do I have to do this?
yes,
It's better to practice than to read and remember, because
yes,
reading and remembering takes time and takes patience, because if you forget, yeah, it's gonna be like that. But uh,
yeah,
uh on the good side, if you remember the English words, I mean, you already know what it means, so you don't have to, remember it again. Or maybe you can just practice it
Yeah,
in your daily
right.
life, such as, maybe talking with friends online or talking with other people from other
Yes,
countries. And
yes.
yeah, so
I do agree with your opinion.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I see. Okay, so
Yes,
like we mentioned before, movies, right? You
yes.
also learn English from
Movies.
movies. Okay, what's
Yes,
there's from time to time we're going to learn about a new line, a new word, or a new phrase. Like for example, from a
yes,
movie, like well, I cannot think of a phrase right now, but something like comes up on the screen, or like we don't know what it means. Like, oh, what does this mean? What do you think about
yeah,
you know the flexibility of the English language? Because the English language has branches like this word can mean this and this, and the other word can mean this,
yes,
this, and this. It's sometimes
yes,
a bit frustrating to have one word have three different meanings if you use them incorrectly.
yes. I do. Yeah, I agree with your opinion. Yeah, sometimes we find words that is so what uh frustrating. Like we search in the Google the meaning of this, but it has other meaning too, like this and this. It's pretty hard to memorize. It is so
Yeah.
confusing. Uh, so yeah, my solution to this is search the definition of the word, you see, and learn more about the word, and yeah, maybe memorize the whole. I don't know. I don't really know about it.
Okay, it's a bit lagging, but it's fine.
Yes, it's like a little bit.
Okay, Mas Fatar, I want to ask, like, if you learn about the new word, it's like, oh, what does this mean? Put it on Google, and you just remember it. Oh,
Mm.
this means this, and you just close it, or do you just, oh, that's what it means. You just write it down, just remember it for another time. You see the language, see the word. I mean, not the
Yeah,
language.
yeah. I usually do that every time I found a new word that is I don't recognize. Um, I instantly search it up on Google and search the definition and the meaning of it, so I could yeah put it uh, understand English more better, and yeah.
Okay, so we all learn English in IDN, right? What do you use
Yes.
English like for the most in your the while using your laptop, like or like we some people just set their settings to Indonesia because they don't understand. But for me personally, I rather use English because there's already stuff I already recognize, like oh, the setting that means this. If we switch it to Bahasa, it's
Yes.
like something completely different. Like, oh, what the heck? Like, yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
Like if you try to find the settings you are looking for, it isn't there because you either mistype it or it's spelled differently on Google's Bahasa.
Yes.
Like that one time, I was I forgot the meaning of mata pembelajaran. So I went
Yes.
on Google and search on Google Translate what does mata pembelajaran mean, and it doesn't mean like subject. It meant learning I. So you can see it's a
Learning.
bit,
Yeah.
yeah. If you go to Google Translate right now, search mata pembelajaran
Yes.
from Indonesia to English. It's learning I. Yeah.
Uh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's learning I.
See, it's
It
learning
is
I.
learning I. Yes.
It's a bit weird, but I hope they fix that. Okay. So I think Azzura, do you have any question? Because you've been silent all this time. I mean, he has a lot of questions, I guess, but he doesn't know how to say it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. We all need practice.
Okay, I think Azzura, do you think?
Mas Fathur, do you notice any improvement in your still start speaking English with daily?
Uh, I'm sorry, what? I cannot really hear you. I'm sorry. Hello.
Yeah. Have you noticed any improvement in your English skills since you start speaking it daily?
Um, can you can you write it on the chat, private chat? I don't
Oh,
really.
Yeah.
I can
I
really.
mean, yeah, he's a bit lagging. Don't mind him. I mean, I have a few more questions, I guess. Let's see here. Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, if you go back in time, for example, it's just an example, okay? Would you have
Yes.
you have the option to choose learning American English or British English? Which one would you choose? Like,
Yes.
which one would you prioritize? Because maybe I mean, maybe you want to go back in time, like I should have learned this instead of American English. Like, I should love, uh, I should I should have learned British English, not American. Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, yeah. Personally, in my opinion, I don't have any regrets. Instead, I was satisfied that I learned American English American because, yeah, in my opinion, English British is the pronunciation is so hard. Has uh, like one
I see. I
like
see.
the R. I couldn't pronounce the R in British correctly.
Okay, it's still a bit lagging.
Yeah. So yeah, in my
Okay.
opinion, uh, yeah, I do. If I go back in time, I would still choose learning American English.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all the time we have for today, I guess. I mean, it's a
Okay.
bit late. I don't mind. Okay, thank you, Mas Fator, for joining us in our weekly,
Yes.
weekly weekend English talk series. Okay, a bit of a bit of
Yes.
a
Totally.
tongue twister, of
Thank
course.
you.
Okay, thank you, Mas Fator, for joining us. I think we're going to close
Yes.
this session by uh, saying what? Uh, Doa kafarat majelis. Okay, going to
Okay.
recite doa kafarat majelis together. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa
Subhanakallah wa
atubu ilaik. Okay, thank you, Mas
bihamdika.
Fator, for
Okay.
joining us today.
You're welcome. No problem.
I'm going to take my leave now. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. I do thank you too. Okay.
Mas.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
Yeah, and sorry if I did any mistakes. And
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
I would like to apologize also if I have any mistakes, and
Yeah.
maybe
It's
my friend is a bit AFK. He's just in the background
okay.
taking credit instead of doing anything.
It's okay.
Okay, so
I do
we're going
suppress
to
it anyway.
close. We're going to end stream here. Thank you everyone for watching the stream, and see you guys later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.